Hi everyone, my name is Jiahao, and today I will present my research proposal titled The Influence of Product Reviews on Online Shopping Behavior Among Undergraduate Students at UCSI University, Kuala Lumpur. This study focuses on whether product reviews influence how university students search, compare, evaluate, and make decisions when shopping online. Chapter 1 explains the research background, problem, objectives, and questions. Chapter 2 reviews previous studies, introduces EWM theory, and identifies the research gap. Chapter 3 explains the quantitative methodology used to examine the proposed relationship. Online shopping creates an important information problem. Consumers cannot physically inspect products before purchasing them. Because of this, they rely on digital information such as product descriptions, photographs, ratings, and customer reviews. Among these sources, product reviews are especially important because they provide information from previous buyers. These reviews may help consumers reduce uncertainty, compare alternatives, and evaluate products before making a decision. University students are a relevant population because they are highly familiar with digital technologies and frequently use online shopping platforms. Therefore, the main concern of this study is not simply whether students read reviews, but whether these reviews are meaningfully related to their online shopping behavior. This study is based on three main problems. First, the quality of online reviews is inconsistent. Reviews differ in credibility, usefulness, authenticity, and information quality. Therefore, the extent of reviews doesn't automatically guarantee better consumer decisions. Second, there is an outcome gap. Many previous studies focus on purchase intention, repurchase intention, trust, or perceived risk. However, online shopping behavior is broader. It includes information searching, product comparison, evaluation of alternatives, and purchasing decisions. Third, there is a context gap. Much of existing research was conducted outside Malaysia, while evidence focusing specifically on Malaysian private university students remains limited. This leads to the central problems of the study: whether product reviews are significantly related to the online shopping behavior of UCSI undergraduate students. The study has three research objectives, each directly matched with a research question. RO1 examines the level of product review usage, and RQ1 asks what that level is. RO2 examines the level of online shopping behavior, and RQ2 asks the corresponding question. RO3 examines the influence of product reviews on online shopping behavior, while RQ3 asks what that influence is. The important point is that these objectives determine the later statistical analysis. RO1 and RO2 are descriptive, while RO3 examines the relationship between the two main variables. The study is specifically focused on undergraduate students at UCSI University, Kuala Lumpur. Product reviews are the independent variable, while online shopping behavior is the dependent variable. For students, the study may encourage more critical evaluation of review credibility and usefulness. For online retailers, it may provide a better understanding of how a digitally active student consumer group uses consumer-generated information. Academically, the study adds evidence from a Malaysian private university context. The literature shows several consistent patterns. Chen and colleagues found that review helpfulness, credibility, information quality, and professionalism are important predictors of purchase intention. I and Li showed that online reviews may influence purchase intention through informational social influence. Other studies indicate that trust can support online purchasing decisions, while perceived risk can discourage them. Jai and colleagues are also found that review characteristics such as ratings, volume, and content can influence actual marketplace outcomes. When these studies are considered together, the key point is that consumers do not respond equally to every review. The influence of a review depends strongly on whether consumers perceive the information as credible, useful, and informative. This provides an empirical basis for examining product reviews as an important factor in online shopping behavior. The study is underpinned by electronic word-of-mouth theory. Product reviews are one of the most common forms of EWM because previous buyers share their experience with other consumers through digital platforms. The theoretical process is straightforward. Previous buyers provide reviews, potential consumers then evaluate this information. The evaluation can reduce uncertainty and support product comparison and decision making. Therefore, EWM provides the theoretical explanation for why customer-generated product reviews may influence online consumer behavior. Based on the literature and EWM theory, the proposed framework contains two variables. The independent variable is product reviews. The dependent variable is online shopping behavior. The study proposes a positive relationship between these two variables. In other words, product reviews are expected to positively influence online shopping behavior among undergraduate students at UCSI University. The framework is deliberately focused on one independent variable and one dependent variable so that their relationship can be examined directly. The research gap is not that online reviews have never been studied. There is already substantial research in this area. The gap is more specific. First, many studies examine purchase intention rather than broader online shopping behavior. Second, product reviews are often studied together with several other factors, making their direct role less clear. Third, much of the existing evidence comes from countries outside Malaysia. Finally, relatively limited evidence focuses specifically on undergraduate students in Malaysia private universities. Therefore, this study contributes by examining product reviews as the main independent variable and online shopping behavior as the dependent variable within the UCSI context. This study adopts a quantitative research method. The design is descriptive, correlational, and cross-sectional. The descriptive component is appropriate for RO1 and RO2 because these objectives examine the level of the two variables. The correlational component supports RO3 because it examines whether the statistical relationship exists between product reviews and online shopping behavior. The study is cross-sectional because data are collected during one specific period. A structured questionnaire and a 5-point Likert scale are used to produce numerical data for statistical analysis. The target population consists of undergraduate students at UCSI University. Eligible respondents should have online shopping experience and exposure to product reviews. A non-probability convenience sampling technique is used to recruit participants. According to the G-power calculation, I need at least 55 respondents for this study. The calculation is based on the statistical requirements of my research, with one predictor in the model. The questionnaire consists of 3 sections. Section A collects demographical and online shopping background information. Section B contains 10 items measuring product reviews. These items focus on areas such as usefulness, credibility, detailed information, ratings, and positive or negative reviews. Section C contains 10 items measuring online shopping behavior, including product searching, comparison, information gathering, evaluation, and purchasing related behavior. The main measurement items uses a 5-point Likert scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree. The questionnaire therefore measures the same 2 variables presented in the conceptual framework. The study uses an online questionnaire. Students first complete a short eligibility check, followed by section A, B, and C. The responses are then checked and prepared for analysis. Participation is voluntary, and the respondents' privacy and confidentiality are protected. For RO1 and RQ1, mean and standard deviation are used to examine product review usage. RO2 and RQ2 use the same method to examine online shopping behavior. For RO3 and RQ3, Pearson correlation examines the relationship between the 2 variables, while simple linear regression examines whether product reviews can predict online shopping behavior. So, each research objective is matched with a suitable analysis method. To conclude, this study examines whether product reviews are meaningfully related to the broader online shopping behavior of UCSI undergraduate students. Previous research suggests that online reviews can influence consumer decision-making through credibility, information quality, social influence, trust, and risk reduction. However, important gaps remain regarding broader shopping behavior and the Malaysia private university context. This study addresses these gaps through a focused product reviews to online shopping behavior framework, supported by EWM theory and examined using a quantitative methodology. Thank you.